Well, Coach, I mean, obviously this was the introduction to Big 12 play. I mean, what'd you kind of make of this? And I mean, how, I guess, disappointed are you with the result?
Yeah, first of all, Baylor played outstanding. They're a good team. Obviously, they've had a couple games not go their way early, but they have championship pedigree. Scott, has been here a long time, and they have a great culture. What a great environment in this arena. Tonight they did a great job building it. But they're good. They got a lot of weapons out there. We did a really good job on a few of those guys in terms of individual matchups, but obviously, the Miami transfer, Omir, was really, really good. His touch around the basket is such high level, and I actually thought we did a pretty good job on him. All in all, held him to 7, shot attempts, I think is the key, but he has 15 points and 7 shots. His touch around the basket is really high level, and he still has 4 offensive rebounds, and I thought we were solid with him. And then, of course, the Duke transfer, Jeremy Roach, who I believe is a Texas kid. He's a really talented guy. There's just not much that he cannot do on the floor. Always looks like he's in control. And you think you have him defended really, really well, and he can just make plays. And then, of course, the projected lottery pick, Edgecombe, same type of thing. We put a lot of different – he's kind of a chess piece where he can do a lot of different things out there. And the same thing, he gets 19 points on 10 shots, so great efficiency. And then Wright's going to be a really good player. He's already a really good player. Their other freshmen, right? Those 2 guys is true freshmen. But that's what Baylor does. They always have pros. They got the right guys to transfer in, and they do some good things. And so, I thought. So defensively in the first half, I thought we defended pretty well. Like they were just above a point of possession. Thought we made them kind of tentative at times and had to make them earn some things. But obviously we just couldn't score the ball. And so they did a great job defensively, getting us off our spots. I thought the press kind of got us, not tentative, we were ready for the press, but we just weren't as aggressive with it as we typically are. Second half, we were way better attacking it. And then we missed a lot of shots. I mean, I thought we forced some, especially the first half, but but throughout the game, I felt like we missed so many open shots. Part of that happens when a team speeds you up, playing on a road environment. There's a lot that goes into it, but we got a lot of good looks. But at the end of the day, on the offensive end too, and we've done a good job with this year, but we had 17 turnovers. Now, they turned you over. They're top 25 in the country in creating turnovers. We just had some senseless turnovers that really led to direct points. In fact, 22 of them. And so that was a real issue for us. But in the half court, I thought we did some really good things. But disappointing loss, of course. But in this league, it's game 1. It's really hard. You listen to Kelvin Sampson's interview. They won at Oklahoma State last night. It's really hard to win on the road. It's just really hard. You got to play very good, tough-minded basketball. And we weren't good enough tonight.
Are those the kind of shots you like to see Gabe and Mason take? Seems like they had some fall-aways, maybe some real far-back threes today.
Yeah, we got to do a better job of towing the line. Those guys can get it going. I thought they missed some good ones, and then I thought we rushed some. And those 2 guys, but it was really quite a few of our team. We got to do a better job of towing the line. We don't need to settle and shoot 23-footers. We have to understand, too, when you're on the road especially, when you miss those shots, long shots equal long rebounds, and that leads out into transition. And we got to get the ball inside more. Baylor does a good job of switching. They typically switch 1 through 5, whether it's a ball screen or any kind of other screen. So when you get those switches and you have smaller guys guarding, like Lawson Lovering, he needs to get more than 1 shot attempt, right? Like against Iowa, who did the same, very different teams, but Iowa switched a lot of 1 through 5 as well, and Lovering had a career high with 25 points. Right, and so tonight for him to only get 1 shot attempt, that's just not good enough.
Craig, that's the lowest you've shot all year. I think it ended up at 31%. And then obviously you go into the first half down 20 points. First loss this year where you haven't been in it down at the end. What was kind of the message to your guys at the end of this one?
Yeah, so we did miss a lot of clean looks. I thought we defended hard, but not to the level you need to win on the road against a team like this. We got to be able to make our free throws, 7 for 13 again. But you're right. This is the first game we haven't been in. I mean, every other game. I mean, we're a few possessions away from being 11-0, right? Had every opportunity to win. You know, Mississippi State. Our 3 losses before tonight: Mississippi State, St. Mary's, and Iowa. And so that was disappointing. I thought our guys hung in there. I loved how we competed in the second half, especially. I thought our bench was good tonight. I thought our bench really. I don't want to say delivered, but gave us something, right? Gave us a spark. Thought we defended better with our bench. Thought Hunter was really good tonight. Thought Jake, although I don't know how many points Jake scored, probably not a whole lot here, but, 1 for 4, missed 3 wide open threes. But I thought he impacted the game in a lot of other ways. 3 steals, like just his activity, understanding a game plan. KD hadn't played a whole lot here recently. I thought he gave us some good things out on the floor and played with some vigor, and Caleb as well, and Zach. So, it's just you got to when you have 20 games now in 10 weeks, you got to learn from it. You can't feel sorry for yourself. Can't have the loser's limp, right? And I'm confident that we'll come out and respond as we get ready for Texas Tech.
Going back to Hunter for a second, how beneficial, we talked about it on Sunday about kind of the guard rotation, how there's Mason, Hunter, Mike. How beneficial is it to see Hunter come out and have a strong game like that?
Hunter's a good player, man. Like he's gotten so much better from his last year. He's always in control, plays slow to fast, takes what the defense gives you, doesn't worry about a stat line. He's worried about winning. Right, and he just makes the right play. I mean, the 2 plays he had late in the game, he could have forced up a shot, because he made back-to-back threes. But he just probes the defense, drives in there, plays off of 2 feet, makes the right play, zipped it to the corner for Jake for an open 3, missed the shot, drives it, collapses the defense, kind of pump fakes, waits for a guy to cut, collapses the defense, hits it out to Miro. Miro has a wide open 3, missed the 3. Just makes a lot of winning plays, right? And so, a lot of games when the game gets over, it's like, man, we should have played Hunter more, because he just has such a good vibe and pulse of the game of basketball, and so we're gonna need that, and we're gonna need more of that from all of our guys. We just gotta learn how to win. And I say it's a really important thing. Gotta find ways to win.
What do you make of Miro and Caleb obviously returning here for the? I mean, was that tough for them? Did you notice anything different this week from them?
Well, first of all, I think the world of Miro and Caleb. They're great people. They're good. They're very good basketball players. Both going through on their own journey, right? Caleb, 2 great years. Both are super positive about Baylor. They say nothing but great things about their experience at Baylor, living here, the coaching staff, their teammates. Nothing but positive. Of course, and I never ask them, but it means maybe a little bit more, right? And sometimes that can put a little bit more undue pressure on you because you just want to, go. Miro is really practicing well coming in. He's still only a sophomore, didn't have much playing experience a year ago, so he's learning, right? He's growing. He's seen the Big 12 firsthand. And he's played a great program. And then Caleb being a 5th-year guy, probably a little different perspective, right? Veteran guy, a lot of minutes under his belt, different types of players. But Caleb coming off the football, thing is kind of wild. But Caleb just brings so much energy to the floor, as you guys know. I mean, one thing about him, he's going to leave everything he's got out there no matter what. And so we love those guys, right? And I'm sure it meant a little bit more to them. They didn't say it to me, and I didn't ask. So obviously, we'd like, they would have liked to probably have a little better homecoming, so to speak.
Obviously, get your first taste of Big 12 play on the road, no less, against top 25 team. What did you kind of think of the atmosphere here? I know we've been talking Big 12 play for forever.
Well, it was welcome to the Big 12 in a lot of respects. But they had an electric. I thought, the football team's playing in a bowl game today. I don't know if they're playing right now, whatever it is. I knew our Josh Eilert, our assistant, who's been in the Big 12 for 16 or 17 years. He's done a really good job of helping convey, what this league is like. Now, sometimes you can overstate it, but there's no overstating the fact that how good and how great this league has been the last 6 years specifically. And Baylor's been a huge part of it. And now you build this brand new. I mean, it's really a world class arena. It is. It's a state of the art. What a great vibe. We came in here last night and got shots up with our team, and then you come in today, and I think they had a promotion of 5,000 free tickets or whatever it was, and it felt like it. I mean, it was packed. It has a great vibe in here, really unique setup, and so and then the physicality was high level, but honestly, it wasn't probably quite as physical as I thought it maybe would be. But I know in this league it is. You just look at the scores from yesterday. I have no clue what the scores are today, but look at the scores yesterday. So many low-scoring games where you got to guard and you got to play physical and you got to end possessions. You got to finish possessions, when you're at the rim. And that's easy to say. It's hard to do. And so we'll grow from this and we'll get better. But it's a great league. It's a great league, and I'm glad we're a part of it. Thank you, guys. Brandon, thanks for coming out.